In the previous video lecture, I was introducing you to RStudio. Let's just take a deeper look. First of all, we have different windows here. The most important one is the console. The console is where we write orders and something happens due to these orders. We will see more in a second. The second most important window is what we call the source code. We can write the orders here, like I just did, or we can write orders here and ask for them to be run. In this case, I wrote the same one, just a single number. What I ordered here happens in the console and we see the output. Right now, nothing special. The ones on the right are extremely helpful. We will talk about the environment in a second, but this one plots, files, packages, helping menus, everything is going to be supporting us when we are using R and RStudio. We will see them during the course. Now that we get a bit more comfortable with RStudio, and I highly recommend you to pause the video lecture and play by yourself before going on, but let's continue if you feel ready. First of all, R can be used as a calculator. What do I mean? 1 plus 2 and the outcome is 3. I was saying before, we can do the same here. We can run it and we get the same result. This is the order we send and this is the outcome. Why can we do this in the console but also through the source code? Because maybe if we close a program, we want to keep track of all the things, all the orders that we did before, and we want to repeat them and we don't want to have to rewrite them again. So it's very comfortable to be working in such a file. So what is this file? You can see it has a name, 0 first contact with R.R. This .R extension defines that this is an R programming code, source code, and it should be interpreted by R. Now, very importantly, where are we working? I'm telling you, we have a file, we are writing everything on the file, and we are saving it. Where? I have decided to put my file in a specific folder in my computer, but now whenever I load data or I write data, I want it to be in the same folder. If I want it to happen, I can do something like session, set working directory to source file location. What is the source file? This is the source file, .r. And it's a file that is written in R. Source file location basically sets this order. Set working directory to the folder that I prepared. In this case, Coursera, Module 1, Coding Week, and this is set in the working directory there. Everything that I write and everything that I load will be considered initially being within this folder. I can modify this, you will see later. If you don't know which folder are you working at, get working directory will tell you. This is exactly where we are right now. Fantastic. Now, you can see that I open this interface, I open RStudio, and I was showing you already this file here. So how do you create a new one? Basically, you come here, say, I want to have an R script, and I want to save it. You can see it is here. Let's say the same name, version 2, very important, .r. .r is telling this is an R programming I save it here, I get this one, fine, it's basically as the same before. If we want to keep working in this second one, I just can copy and paste. So now I have two files with the same source coding. Fantastic. Now, one of the things that we mentioned before is R and any programming language is about us giving orders to the computer in order to conduct our instructions. And we need to learn the syntax, how to generate those orders, how to communicate such orders. So the first thing is, I was saying, we have 1 + 1, 1 + 2, R as a calculator. Yes, this is fine, this is powerful, but maybe it's not what we want. It's not only what we want. What we would like is these orders that we are conducting to be stored somewhere. Let me show you an example. A is going to be 1 + 2. I could write it here, conduct it, or I can write it here. Now we see different things. Before, when we were writing 1 + 2, the outcome was already being shown in the console. Now we are running this and nothing happened in the console. In reality, something happened, but we didn't see it. What happened is now we have a new variable named A with a value of 3. What is this value? This value is this outcome, 1 + 2, and we are asking the computer, please assign it to a new variable named A. Fantastic. So now we have a new variable named A which has a value of 3. We can do the same and say, well, I want a new variable named B with a value of 4. We show this in the console. We see now in our environment a new variable B. And most interestingly, we could also operate with A and B. If we think A + B, the outcome will be 7. And this is what happens here. We get this result. But maybe what we want is the outcome of A + B to be stored in a new variable. Let's say we call it C. We do that, we come here, we have a new variable C which has the value of 7. In summary, we have the console where we are running our instructions. We have the source code where we are writing our code and the instructions to be run, and we can save them. And we have other windows that are telling us our global environment, that means all the variables or the functions that we can use and we have been storing. And we have helping menu, packages, plots that we will see in the next lectures.